Last period we had seen bill of exchange, parties to a bill of exchange, advantages of bill of exchange, and the difference between a check and bill of exchange. So parties to a bill of exchange, parties of a bill of exchange, Anat.
Drawer, drawee, and pay.
Okay, drawer, drawee, and pay. Who is a drawer? Aparna.
So he is a creditor and he writes a bill of exchange on the debtor.
Okay. Next, who is a drawee? Femina. Drawee.
He is a debtor and bill of exchange is written on him.
Okay. Next, who is a pay? Anjo. Pay.
To whom the money is paid.
Okay. To whom the amount is paid. That is which one? Parties of a bill of exchange. Okay. Next, today I am going to start a new topic. Another negotiable instrument. Promissory note. Okay. Promissory note. So what do you mean by promissory note? It is a promise by the maker. By the maker, by the buyer. Okay. It is a promise by the buyer to make the payment in future. It is a promise by the maker of the promissory note to make the payment in future. To make the payment in future. It is a promise by the maker. It's a drawer only, not drawee. It is a promise by the buyer of the promissory note to make the payment in future. That is promissory note. Means it is defined as an instrument in writing containing an unconditional undertaking signed by the maker, signed by the buyer, signed by the maker to pay a certain sum of money only to the creditor, only to the seller, or to the order of a certain person, or to the order of a certain person. So on which one seller instruction we have to give another person. That is promissory note. Okay, it is promise by the maker of the promissory note to make the payment in future. So, but bill of exchange, it is drawn by it is written by the creditor, but it is written by the buyer. That is the difference, opposite. Okay, it is written by it is a promise. What is a promise? I will make the payment in future. Okay, I will make the payment in future. That is a promise. Okay, means 2 months after date, I promises to pay Mr. John Thomas. Okay, so John Thomas is a creditor. So I promises to pay or order a sum of rupees 50,000 only for the value received. So this is a promissory note. So stamp is necessary. Stamp is necessary for promissory note. Okay, so 50,000. I promise to pay that much amount for the value received. Okay, it is written by not the creditor. It is written by the debtor. It is written by the debtor. Okay, buyer. Okay, that is promissory note. Instrument in writing containing an unconditional undertaking signed by the maker. Who is signed by the maker. Signed by the maker. Signed by the maker. Signed by the maker. Anil Babu. Okay, signed by the buyer. Okay, buyer to pay a certain sum of money only to John Thomas, or otherwise according to John Thomas order any other person. That is which one? Promissory note. It is a promise by the buyer to make the payment in future. That is which one? Promissory note. Next, features of promissory note. Features of promissory note. It should be in writing. Already you know, it should be in writing. then it must contain a promise by the maker, buyer. It must contain a promise by the buyer to make the payment in future. To make the payment in future. First, it should be in writing. Next, it should contain the promise by the maker of the promissory note to make the payment in future. Next, the promise must must be unconditional. So if anything happened, I won't give that amount to you. Like that, no condition is attached to the promissory note. No conditions. Bill of exchange also, check also. No condition is there. Unconditional undertaking. Unconditional undertaking. Next, it must be signed by the maker of the instrument. Here, who is making the instrument? Buyer. Who is making the instrument? Buyer or debtor. So he must be a certain person. Okay, it must be signed by the buyer. Okay, it must be signed by the debtor. It must be signed by the debtor. Okay, so signature is needed. Next one, the amount payable must be certain and in money only. Okay, the amount payable must be certain. Means certain means 50,000 only. That is certain. Okay, 50,000. The amount must be certain and have to express in terms of money, not qualitative terms. Okay. Next, it should be properly stamped. Stamp is necessary for making promissory note. Okay. For a valid promissory note, we need stamp. Okay. So these are the features of promissory note. So what do you mean by promissory note? It is a promise by the maker or a buyer of the promissory note to make the payment in future. That is a promissory note. Means it is an instrument in writing containing an unconditional undertaking. Containing an unconditional undertaking signed by the maker, signed by the buyer to pay a certain sum of money only to the creditor or to the order of a certain person. That is a promissory note. That is promissory note. Next one, parties to a promissory note. Parties to a promissory note. Just like a bill of exchange, here also parties are there. But in bill of exchange, there are three parties: drawer, drawee, and pay. Drawer, drawee, and pay. Okay, drawer, drawee, and pay. Here, only two parties are there. Only two parties are there for promissory note: drawer and drawee. Drawer and drawee. So first one, maker or drawer. Second one, drawee or pay. Maker or drawer. Second one, drawee or pay. So first one, maker or drawer. So here, who is a drawer? The person who owes some amount. The person who owes some amount to another person. That person only makes or draws the instrument. Not like a bill of exchange. Bill of exchange, who is a drawer? He is the creditor and the right of bill of exchange. He is the creditor. Creditor is the drawer. Here means the person who owes some amount. That person only makes or draws the instrument. So he is the debtor and he is also called promisor. And is also called promisor. Here, who is making promise? The debtor. Okay, so he is the debtor and is also called promisor. Okay, first party, maker or drawer, the person who owes some amount. That person only makes or draws the instrument. Here, who is making instrument? The drawer, the debtor, Anil Babu. Okay, that person is making. So that is which one? Maker or drawer. Next one, drawee or pay. Drawee or pay. The person in whose favor the promissory note is drawn. The person in whose favor the promissory note is drawn. That person is called drawee or pay. So he is the creditor and is also called promisee. And is also called promisee. Okay. So there are two parties, drawer and drawee. Who is a drawer? The person who owes some amount, that person only here draws, write the instruments. So he's the debtor, and is also called promisor. Second person, drawee or pay, the person in whose favor the promissory notes is drawn. The promissory notes is drawn is called drawee or pay, or to the order of certain person. So that's why or pay. Okay, so he is the creditor. It is also called promising, and is also called which one? Promising. Next one, difference between bill of exchange and promissory note. Difference between bill of exchange and promissory note. Bill of exchange and promissory note. Okay, first one is bill of exchange, second one is promissory note. So you look, parties. First one, parties to a bill of exchange, parties to a promissory note. First one, there can be three parties. There can be three parties. So parties name, Aparna, parties of bill of exchange.
Sir, drawer, drawee, and pay.
Yes, drawer, drawee, and pay. But in promissory note, there are only two parties. There are only two parties. Already we know, that is drawer and drawee. Drawer and drawee. Next one, maker. Who is writing? Who is maker? Making the bill of exchange and the promissory note. In bill of exchange, who is writing the bill of exchange? Creditor. Creditor is making. Seller is making. Creditor makes the instrument. In promissory note, who is making? Buyer. Buyer makes the instrument. Debtor makes the instrument. Debtor makes the instrument. Next one, order or promise. Order or promise. In which case is order? We know that bill of exchange is written by the creditor. So it contains an order to make payment. It is an order only. So it is an order to make payment. That is what you look at. 2 months after date, paid to me or my order the sum of rupees. It is an order. It is an order to make the payment in future. Next, what is a promissory note? It contains a promise. It is a promise by the buyer to make the payment. Okay. Here it is an order in bill of exchange. In promissory note, it is a promise. Next, acceptance. It requires, in bill of exchange already we said, if it is become a valid bill of exchange, we need acceptance by the drawee. Acceptance by the drawee is essential. Means the bill is written by the seller. After writing the bill, that bill they will give, he will give to the buyer. Then buyer have to sign in that bill. That is known as accepting the bill. So that then after signing that bill, they have to give to the which one? Seller. Now, who is the holder of a bill of exchange? Seller is the holder of a bill of exchange. Okay. So acceptance is necessary for the bill of exchange, but it is a promise. No need of any acceptance. Okay. No need of any acceptance by the drawer. No need. Okay. It is drawn by the which one? It is drawn by the debtor. Okay. No acceptance is needed, but for bill of exchange we need acceptance by the drawee. Next, pay. Drawer and payee can be the same party. Okay. Drawer and drawee can be the same party. So drawer means bill of exchange creditor. Sometimes we have to give amount to the creditor. Otherwise, pay. Okay. Sometimes, if example, if the payment is made to be paid to drawer, means the drawer will become the pay. So drawer and the payee can be the same party. But here drawer cannot be the payee because drawer is debtor only. Drawer is a debtor. Okay, drawer is a buyer. So he cannot be the payee. He cannot be the payee. But in bill of exchange, drawer and the drawee can be the same party. Next one, liability of the drawer arises when the acceptor does not make the payment. So the liability is secondary. This is the point. Liability is secondary. Means drawer case only we are thinking. Drawer case means when liability arises, correct whose liability here means the debtor have to give amount. The debtor have to give amount. So here the liability of the drawee is primary. In bill of exchange, whose liability is primary? Main one, the liability of the drawee. If the drawee is, if the debtor, if the buyer is not making the payment at the correct time and the maturity date, then the liability arises. Then the drawer liability will arise. That liability is secondary only. When only it will arise? If the buyer didn't make a payment at the correct date, at the maturity date, then only liability arises. But one thing is that, but the liability is secondary. Main liability is whose only? The drawee. But in bill of exchange, the liability of the drawer is primary. Why? Because he is a debtor. He is a debtor. So here liability of the drawer is primary. Okay, he is a buyer, so his liability is primary. Here means drawer is creditor only, bill of exchange, creditor only, so no liability. So when any liability will arise, expense will arise if they didn't make the payment at the correct date. Okay, so the liability is secondary, but the liability of the drawer is primary under promissory note. Next one. Next, notice of dishonor. Notice of dishonor. When the bill will be dishonor. When the bill will be dishonor. Suppose if the drawee is not accepting the bill, after writing the bill by the seller, by the creditor, then they have to give, the seller have to give that amount to, that bill to buyer. If the buyer didn't sign that bill of exchange, then it is not a valid bill. Okay, then the bill will be dishonor. Then the bill will be dishonor. Or otherwise, first case, non-acceptance, the bill will be dishonor. Or otherwise, non-payment of the amount. At the maturity date, if the acceptor, if the drawee didn't make the payment, then the bill will be dishonor. If the bill is dishonor, the reason, suppose the drawer given the, suppose if the drawer given the bill to another person, suppose the creditor, that person purchased goods from any other person, third party, then we instead of giving cash, he given that bill to that person. Otherwise, we discounted the bill to the bank. So in that case, if any dishonor is there at the time, if the acceptor didn't make the payment, that will be the dishonor. So why it is dishonor? That matter should be given by the holder. If it is a bank, bank to the drawer. That matter they have to disclose to the drawer. Why it is dishonor? Because of which one, non-payment. Okay. Next, but for promissory note, no need of that which one, dishonor, because it is a promise by the buyer only. No need of any acceptance, nothing. Okay. So it is a promise by the buyer to make the payment in future. Okay, that is not a valid thing. Okay, so it is a promise by the promisor to make the payment in future. Okay, here means here it we need which one, the reason for dishonor, that we have to disclose by the holder. Sometimes drawer will be the holder. Okay, so that they have to get the reason for dishonor. If it is a holder is the drawer, means they will approach the lawyer to find to note the reason of dishonor. So that is known as noting. Noting, we will tell, noting, protest. Okay, so that we have to decide, because it is used for filing case against the buyer. So if it is due notice should be given by the holder to the drawer. Next one, number of copies. So how much copies we have to keep? For a bill of exchange, only one copy is required. So 3 copies for foreign bill. If example, if you are making foreign bill means 3 copies are needed. Otherwise, we have to keep 1 copy. Next, for a promissory note, 1 copy in both the case. Foreign also, promissory note also, inland also, we need only 1 copy of a promissory note. Next, revenue stamps. No such stamps on demand bills. No such stamps on demand bill. Demand bill means whenever the creditors are demanding, that time the buyers have to give the amount. That is demand bill. So no period is there. Whenever the creditors are demanding the money, that time at spot they have to give the amount. So for that, no need of any stamps. Otherwise, stamps should be affixed. Otherwise, you have to affix the stamps. Okay, except the demand bill. Otherwise, after date bill, 3-month bill, after site bill. So every bill we need a stamp. Okay, but which one for a promissory note we have to affix stamp for all type of promissory note. So you think that you know a promissory note also valid. This also valid, legally binding. So because a stamp should be affixed in all type of promissory note. So that is the difference between which one promissory note and bill of exchange. So it is very easy, I think. So there can be 3 parties. Creditor make the instrument. There, which one who makes the instrument? Debtor makes the instrument. Next, order. It is an order to make payment. It is a promise to make payment. Acceptance. No need of acceptance by the ROE. It requires acceptance by the ROE, but for promissory note, there is no need of any acceptance. Payee, drawer and payee can be the same party. Here, drawer cannot be the payee. Liability, secondary. Here, liability of the drawer is primary. Notice, it is needed. That should be given by the holder to the drawer. No notice is required to be given. Number of copies, only 1 copy. For foreign bill, 3 copies. But promissory note, only 1 copy is needed. Revenue stamp, no stamps on demand bill. For other bill, after date bill, after site bill, need of which one promissory note. Stamp is needed. For a promissory note, stamp should be affixed in all the promissory note. So next one, crossing of check. Crossing of check. Already we studied crossing of check. Okay, so now we will study the details. Crossing, the types of crossing. Crossing of check, then the types of crossing. It is very important. So already we know what do you mean by crossing of check. Means drawing 2 parallel lines across the face of the check. That is called crossing of check. So crossing is necessary in order to have safety. Then we know that crossed check must be presented through the bank, because they are not paid at the counter. So at the counter, we can't encash the crossed check. Already we said. So it must be presented through the bank. It must be presented through the bank. Okay. So crossing is a popular device for protecting the drawer and payee of a check. Okay. It is necessary for protecting the drawer and payee to whom the payment is to be made. Okay, so who is issuing the check? So customer, so he is a customer of the bank. So it is a popular device for protecting the drawer. Otherwise, if it is a bearer check, means anyone can encash it. Anyone can encash it. But if it is a crossed, means the person only. They will not give the amount on cash. They will credit in their accounts only. In their accounts only. It is a safe. It is a safe, okay, safe for the drawer and the pay, okay, for us also. So after that, you will also make a crossed check. So next, types of crossing. Types of crossing. So there are 2 types of crossing is there: general crossing and special or restrictive crossing. Okay, there are 2 types. Main 2 types are there: general crossing and special or restrictive crossing. General crossing, then special crossing. Okay, so what do you mean by general crossing? That is same like a crossing only. There are two transverse parallel lines. There are two transverse parallel lines. Okay, between marked across its face, or the check bears an abbreviation and company, or the check bears not negotiable, or between two parallels, or the check bears the words account payee, not negotiable, and company, abbreviation, and company. Okay, so that is called general crossing. That is called general crossing. Clear? Between two lanes, not negotiable, account payee, and which one? And company, abbreviation. Okay, and company. That is called which one? General crossing. Here, transverse means it should be arranged in a crosswise direction. Crosswise direction. That's why it is transverse line, crosswise direction. Okay, that is general crossing. Okay, there must be two parallel transverse line on the face of the check. Then the lines are generally drawn on the left hand top corner of the check. Then we have to write which one? The word and company, not negotiable, then which one? Account pay. Okay, but it is not essential for which one? May or may not be right, no problem. Okay, that is which one? General crossing. Next, here how to, if it is a general crossing, what is the effect? Suppose I have account in which one? 3 bank. Okay, so I have account in 3 bank. Suppose CSB, Federal, and which one? SBI. 3 account is there. So I have 3 account. One account only in 3 banks. Suppose I sold goods on credit to Anjo. I sold goods on credit to Anjo. Then Anjo given one crossed check to me. Crossed check means they given that crossed. He wrote Abdurrahman. Okay, Abdurrahman wrote. He wrote Abdurrahman. So this is a which one? General crossing. Okay, so general crossing. So here the collecting banker. So here the collecting banker. So I got the check from Anjo CB. So means Anjo's account in Federal Bank. So he given the Federal Bank check to me. Okay. So what I have to do? I will go to Federal Bank. So then I will give that check. So Anjo CB's check only this one. So Federal Bank, he have account in Federal Bank. So I will go to not my Federal Bank, not which one? CSB, which one? Not my this one, this account, this Federal Bank I will go. So the Federal Bank will collect amount from the Anjo CB's account, then they will credit in my any account. That is general crossing. Not to the federal, not to CSB, not to SSB. So it is, we don't know which account they will, because I have, which one, I have account in 3 banks. So anywhere they will credit. So it is crossing means they will not give cash at the counter. So instead of that, they will credit in my account. So but I don't know in where they will credit. Either sometimes they will credit in CSB, otherwise federal, otherwise SBI. Okay, that is general crossing. Okay, so means the check should be presented to the paying banker through another bank and not by the pay himself at the counter. Then the collecting banker, those who are collecting the amount, from Anjo CB, the collecting banker, after the collecting the amount of check from the paying banker, may credit the account of the payee. Then after that, the payee can withdraw amount from the account. Okay, that is which one? General crossing. Okay, that is which one? General cross check. So normally we are making generally crossed check only. Okay, so Anjo CBs, suppose that already I said, any example you need, Anjo CB have to give amount to me. So he given his bank check to me. So the if example, so in that bank I have to go. If I go to another bank, suppose HDFC check I got. Suppose HDFC check I got. So I have to go HDFC and I have to present that check. That means clearing that check, because I have to credit in my account. So I have to go and present Anjo CB's check. Then they will credit in my account. So in that I didn't specify which bank. So I have account in 3 banks. So in that I didn't specify any bank. So they will credit in any account, any bank's account. Okay, so that is general crossing. So then you will understand that special crossing. Okay, so general crossing means there must be 2 parallel transverse lines on the face of the check. Then the lines are drawn on the left hand corner of the check. Then the word and company or its abbreviation and company may be written in between these lines, but this is not essential. These words are written when the drawer does not know the payee's bank. Okay, and company. Then the words not negotiable can also be added with the general crossing. Okay, then the paying banker is required to pay the amount of generally crossed check to another bank and not to the holder at the counter. At the counter they can't encash, then they will credit in the accounts. Okay, general crossing means that is one thing you have to remember, where we don't know, that drawer don't know where they will credit. So any bank they will credit. Suppose if we have only one bank account, means no problem, they will credit in that account only. Okay, so that is general crossing. Okay. Okay, now, so today I taught first promissory note. It is a promise by the maker, by the buyer to make payment in future. Then features of promissory note, it should be in writing. It is a promise by the maker. Promise must be unconditional. It must be signed by the maker. The amount payable must be certain. Then it should be properly stamped. Then parties to a promissory note. Drawer is the debtor, makes a draws instrument. Payee, the person in whose favor the promissory note is drawn, the creditor and the promisee. Next one, difference we studied. Then crossing, drawing 2 parallel lines across the face of the check. Then the crossing is necessary in order to have safety. Okay, it must be presented through the bank because it cannot be encashed at the counter. Then types of crossing, general and special. So general crossing means there must be 2 parallel lines on the face of the check that we have to may or penetrate account payee and company not negotiable. Okay, so general crossing, what is the the effector of a general closing. So the collecting banker, the paying banker is required to pay the amount of generally closed check to another bank, and not to the holder. So that is a general closed, general closing of check. Okay, so next period, next class we will study the special closing. So that is a meaning, means in that we will specify the bank also. Okay, that is a special closing. So next class we will study the special closing. Okay, thank you. So next period I will teach the rectification of errors. Okay, attend the class.